blimey, properly testing the driving, how long it takes to drive to work. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the day the video down. How's it going today? Today I left for work at 22 because I was running late. I was supposed to leave at half. I was going to leave at 1:30, but 22 and I'm here. Well, hey, probably going to come out and have my lunch in my car, so I'll talk to you there. I guess, and tell you some stuff because something funny happened last night when I'd ended the video. So look forward to that, I guess. Okay, lunchtime. I've just been ringing house viewings and stuff. So what's been going on though today? Woke up, it's a half day Friday today for me because it's 7:30 I got up, and normally, like this past week, I've been getting up at 6, half 6. So I've done really well to get up late. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my lie-in. It was lovely. And woke up, drove into work. I pushed the limit on how long it took to drive in, and I still got in early. So that was good. Otherwise though, what's been on? Yesterday when I ended the video, it was about 10 o'clock. I was just about to, I was watching, what was I doing? I was doing admin stuff on my YouTube stuff, did all the descriptions. I think I was finishing the description on the video. And like on the other screen I was watching a Trump video from playing Hearthstone or whatever, and his just big face was on the screen. And then someone knocked on the door. Laura's in bed wearing in her pyjamas, just like reading a book or on a phone or something while I was getting ready, because we were then going to go over and watch Lilyhammer, which Laura then fell asleep during. But anyway, so we went around there and there was a knock on the door. And I answered it, and it was one of my next door neighbours, and she was like, "My cooker's just broken. Can I borrow your cooker?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And Laura darts into the instead of like putting a dressing gown on or like just staying in bed, she darts into the bathroom, forgets to turn the light on, sits in the dark and hides. And this woman comes in and cooks. She like finishes off frying a salmon stir fry thing. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. Otherwise though, at work today, what we've been doing, we've been trying to put things into live. We're having issues with our third party company that are basically flat out refusing to do what they said they'd do because it's a Friday, apparently. So they don't go live with things on Fridays, which kind of makes sense because they won't be around Saturday if it goes wrong. But also, if you say you'll go live by the end of the week and you don't go live Thursday, we expect you to go live Friday. But regardless, it's quite stressful in there at the moment, and then there was like a mixed much of the things. Otherwise though, Laura's been trying to find flats and stuff, which is why I've just come out here and organised two. I've organised one for Monday next week. We'll squeeze it in after work and before we go for a meal with Laura's family. I say family, it's like half family. Her dad can't come down because he's at work. So just the mum and her sister's coming down. And another one I tried to organise and got through, sorted out times and stuff. And then he was like, "So are you both fully employed?" Both of them asked if we were fully employed. And the first one I rung said, "Are you both fully employed?" And I'm like, "No, I'm currently fully employed, but I'm going back to being a student next year." And he goes, "Right, so your partner's fully employed, yeah? So what's the salary?" It's X. He goes, "Oh, well, it needs to be X, which is somewhere 20 grand. He says it needs to be 20 grand, and it's not 20 grand. And I says, "Okay." He says, "Well, okay, then you wouldn't get past our like vetting stages." And I'm like, "Well, okay, well, if you listen to me, then I can give you several months in advance. I can pay you up to 6 months in advance for the rent. I can pay you. We can also set up 2 guarantors. We can do this. He's like, "Well, none of that will count." And I'm like, right, I'm now getting angry. And I'm like, right, okay, well, my student loan covers the entire fucking year's worth of rent. Like, my loan alone covers the rent in entirety. He says, "We can't count that." "Why can't you count that?" "Because you could lose that tomorrow." He says, "Well, I can't lose that tomorrow, can I?" And he's like, "Well, we can't count that." I says, "Well, Laura could lose her job tomorrow. So what that fucking matter? Like, her job isn't more stable than my loan. There's no difference. In fact, my loan is probably more stable than her job." So, well, it's not. But anyway, you know what I mean. And then he's like, I got angsty at him, and I wanted to tell him to go fuck himself, because he was a dick. I didn't like him. Estate agents are just dicks. They're just dicks. If you're an estate agent, I apologise. I hope you're not a dick. Like, some of them you meet are really, really nice, and the rest are just arseholes who think they're above everyone else, even though they've got a shit job. It is mean, and I shouldn't say that. But, I mean, like, really, Or what's the perk of the job? You get to drive around. I wonder how much you get paid as an estate agent. Can't be very good. And then what, you can't be very good because they'll give you a company car. And it's never very good, is it, if they give you a company car? And then they'll give you a company car and you get to drive around and look in other people's houses. And then tell people they can't afford their rent. And then he said to me, he says, oh, you got to earn 20 grand. I'm like, okay, so what's that after tax then? You're talking, what, between 16 and 18,000 pounds tax, after tax? I think it's 18,000 pounds actually, after tax, because you got the first 10 grand, then 20% off. Yeah, so he lied to me. He said 16,000, I said 18,000. I'm pretty certain it's 18,000 pound after tax. So, I say 18,000 pound, I mean 1,800 pounds a month after tax. And he goes, so yeah, I've got to earn that much before I can afford 650 pounds on rent. Like, I'm not being funny. If we earned 20 grand, we wouldn't try and get a flat for 650 pounds. We'd spend more. We're not dicks. We know how much we can spend. I take it as a personal insult because I know, it's like, to a lesser extent, it's like with car insurance. I know for a fact that I can afford this. I know for a fact that I can afford more than this. And you're telling me that I can't afford it, that I'm not good enough for it. And I take that really fucking personally, and I know I shouldn't. And I get so annoyed at the entire concept of them being like, well, you can't afford it. Sorry, who are you to tell me what I can and cannot afford? I understand, oh, we need to make sure you can pay it. Well, if I'm offering to pay 6 months now, then I can pay it. Then we've got 6 months of Laura's salary to come in, and then we can carry on paying it every month. It makes me so angry. Like, I've never had this. When I got my flat, I didn't have any of this. And my flat is not much cheaper than, it's like £100 a month cheaper. I currently spend about half of my salary on my rent. Yeah, it's a studio, but it's literally not much cheaper than these. Like, you're talking, what, £1,000 cheaper over the year? That's it. Anyway. I'm gonna go back in and have my lunch. I brought in juice today, like squash, because they haven't got like a cold drinks machine here. Like in our old office, we used to have like a juice machine. You press the juice button and juice comes out. It's a tea machine as well, but it also does cold drinks. And I really missed that. I'm getting sick of tea and water. So I brought in some juice and it's gorgeous. And it's worthy of mentioning in a vlog. But otherwise as well, the house viewing we had organised for tonight is cancelled. They didn't tell us it's cancelled, but it's let agreed on the website, so we're not going to go. Happy birthday. Good evening. We're home now. It's late, to be honest with you. We're about to watch Sherlock on... Oh. Yeah, we're about to watch Sherlock on... I've got a message, I need to reply to that, because otherwise she'll be pissed. We're about to watch Sherlock and get to jobs and stuff. So I thought I'd end my video. Not a lot's gone on though, to be honest with you. Work was pretty boring. Just things weren't really going well for us today at work. With the old like infrastructure and third party stuff, which isn't going great. But then, what else is going on? Came home and we went for a walk and then we cooked fajitas for dinner, which were actually quite nice. I enjoyed. I haven't had fajitas in ages. I can't remember the last time I had fajitas, so it was really good. And then we've just kind of been chilling really. We watched a bit of TV, bit of YouTube videos and stuff. And yeah, we're about to watch Sherlock, because I've just scrolled down far enough on iPlayer until I found it. So yeah, fun times. So I'm going to end my video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you later.